Keeper of the light.
Wings Gaming's turn to pick.
Alright guys, hello and welcome back to our final BO2 of the day. Alright, so for you guys, welcome. This is the Beyond the Summit presentation of Dota 2 Professional League 2016 Season 2. And this is the most hyped game of today, which I've been waiting to cast, and I'm so excited for it. Newbee, the winners of TI4 versus Wings Gaming, the winners of TI6. My name is Hades, I'm a caster all the way from the little island of Singapore. And yes, it is as hot as hell here, so that's why the name. But anyways, Wings Gaming opening up with the Keeper of the Light and Nyx Assassin, and looking at the Kunkka pick on their side, where for Newbee, alright, so there's a lot of hype between these two teams. You've got the innovative Wings Gaming, and at the same time you have the SCCC God. You've got KP, you've got U9. Great players from both sides, and both these teams very, very strong. So this is where things get really interesting, because this is arguably like already is not, if anything, you would describe this as the battle of the titans between these two teams. So I mean, who are you guys rooting for? Let me know in Twitch chat. Give a Kappa if you think it's Wings Gaming. Kappa Pride if it's Newbee. Why Kappa Pride for Newbee, you would say? Gotta show some love for KP, man. Mr. Damien Chalk. Alright, anyways, Newbee, the first ban, Drow, and ET. These are just picks which it's understandable why you would ban, because Wings Gaming is famed for the Drow strat. And Wings Gaming taking out Riki, Earth Spirit. I realized that they banned those two heroes against E-Home as well. So maybe these are just two heroes which they don't want to play against, especially since Earth Spirit can do so much. And the way Wings Gaming think is very unconventional. So they have different things which they're worried about as well most of the times. Taking out the Sven, just not wanting to give that to U9. I would say Newbee is really a team where they have so much raw talent in them. So, and the same can be said about Wings Gaming as well. It's really hard to tell which team has even, any players which are even just slightly better in terms of mechanical skill. And so far it's too early to tell, but Newbee as well, they, for their players, they have such versatile hero pools. So Oracle, Kunkka coming out on their side. Probably they don't want to avoid, they want to avoid giving that to Wings Gaming, like we just saw back in that game 2 against E-Home, where they decimated E-Home in 25 minutes with the anti-mage Omni Knights. Just one blink-in nuke and Purifying Flames, instant KO. Alright, so yeah, a bit earlier on you probably couldn't hear me because I've been casting, I think, what, 4 hours plus, hitting the 5th hour soon, consecutively, and I haven't exactly left my seat, so I did have to take a quick potty break. But yeah, anyways, Sand King ban from Wings Gaming, something which they have played before, and Sand King offlane is starting to develop more in the meta as well. So Phantom Lancer will be the one more ban. Could be trying to bait out an Invoker ban actually from Wings Gaming. Come to think of it, I haven't seen the conventional mids being played by Wings except for OD. And Puck. Alright, kinda.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Newbee's turn to pick.
Alright guys, so yep, thank you guys for those shoutouts in Twitch. Really, if you guys enjoy the cast or if you have any feedback for me whatsoever, do let me know on my social media, like I will. I'll do my best. Like I've been working hard on my camera control as well. For those of you guys, I think Mr. Popcorn, who tweeted me telling me I needed to work a bit more on that. But anyways, yeah, Lifestealer will be the third pick from Wings Gaming. Something which you notice is an upcoming trend, or it's been there already. It's just starting to come back to the scene again, which is, Chinese teams, they will usually prioritize the Lifestealer and Slaughter picks very often. Like, regardless, they would just pick Lifestealer and Slaughter straight up the bat. They don't care. So, alright.
Axe.
Wings Gaming's turn to pick.
Axe ban. Alright, KPX. I've seen him in this axe, and he has used it to great result before as well. hopefully it'll be one of those games. I'm actually really torn, like, who to support here as a caster. I'm trying my best not to be biased towards any of these guys. Like, people don't really know that, because for, like, you know, for some of the remote casters like me, Lyrical, like, we've casted Chinese Dota before some of these players actually made it into the spotlight. So you see players like SCCC, U9, these guys from Tongfu. Tongfu is actually, you know, one of those teams where Hao even came from as well. It's really ironic how, I think Mali actually tweeted it once, it's quite funny if you think how many players Newbee took from Tongfu. It's almost comparable to like Barcelona and Ajax in the football scene, if you guys follow football. But anyways, yeah, Storm Spirit will be the mid-pick teams for SCCC. Seeing a lot of Kappas in there. You have a lot of Kappas, a lot of Wings Gaming.
Reserve time.
But alright, Timbersaw will be the pick, so I think this should be a Timbersaw mid, because Storm Spirit shouldn't be able to kill the Timbersaw mid. With the Nyx Assassin going into the off lane, unless they decide to pull like a support Nyx Assassin with the Timbersaw going to the off lane, but maybe not. I think they still have room for a Slaughter pickup. Wings Gaming will be thinking what to ban, which should be a carry hero for Newbee.
Newbee's turn to ban.
Alright, so they will ban out the Luna. This is also one of those heroes which I've observed that Chinese teams have this tendency to pick up Luna as well for themselves. And one of the things is they like to run Luna into aggressive lanes. Like even when you look at Burning, when you played with IG, they always used to... They really like to play the Luna off lane. It's something which it's just part of the meta there, I suppose. But come on. Storm Spirit could also go into the safe lane. No, it's very greedy though, picking up a Storm like a Cross Exo and Invoker.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alright, banning out the Omni Knight, so they don't want to give that away to Faith Bien. And it's understandable as well. If you give that into a lifesteal, that's effectively a free BKB around. But they will go for the Terrorblade, so they have great push, and Terrorblade against Lifestealer can be really amazing as well. I would say Terrorblade and Lifestealer can actually come online with pretty much minimal farm as well. You know, one Armlet, you got one Dragonlance, a Terrorblade, and that's pretty much all you need. Alright, so Wings Gaming, what will they use to finish off this draft? Will they go with something fancy? Will they go with something standard? They have 40 seconds to decide. Wow, this is just crazy. I'm pretty torn between the heat of Singapore and the intensity of this game, like, which is hotter. To the kind person who was suggesting you send me ice kacang, please, that'd be really appreciated. Alright, so Wings Gaming, 20 seconds. One of the heroes come into mind. The funny heroes, the you know, the ones which they've played before, Techies, Pudge. I don't see how any of those would be applicable here.
10 seconds remaining.
It feels like they really do need one more support hero. The next could be support 3, 2, 1. Treant Protector, what? Oh, what? Why? This is like one of those really annoying heroes where you try to push against it. But then again, I like the ult as well. So these guys are probably thinking, what should we do? And I'm not sure whether this is like a panic pick or what's the plan, like what's the synergy here. But Invis for everybody, that's going to be really disgusting. You can imagine for Nature's guys, if Lifestealer infests onto you and Treant Protector as his zoning support, strangely painful because he's, if I'm not mistaken, he has the highest base damage as, you know, of any support hero. It's just one of those games where if you're playing Keeper, you know, if you're playing Timbersaw, actually, you just like ban Keeper of the Light instant win.
10 seconds remaining.
Alright, so here we are, guys. Game 1, Newbee versus the Wings Gaming. Unfortunately, this is not a best of 3, this is a BO2. Alright, so gonna quickly introduce the teams now. Shadow playing on the Lifestealer for Wings. You're gonna have Faith playing on the Nyx Assassin. He'll be the one going to the off lane. Blink playing on the Timbersaw. You will have Innocence playing on the Tree and Protector, and Mr. Ice Ice playing on the Coddle. On the dire side for Team Newbee, KP, Australian offlaner, playing on the Axe. You have Faith. So we have Faith against Faith. Eh? Yeah, it's gonna be Faith playing on the Oracle as C, the Storm Spirit God. Kunkka gonna be played by Kaka, and U9 playing on the Terrorblade. Alright, so nothing too fancy for now. They get their wards down, standard. I've always liked how Newbee have like infused a gem onto the ward. It's like a 3-letter radius, you know, around, which tells you, hey guys, I'm there. It's very distracting as well. But going into this a bit more into the draft, I do worry about wings for the control. Mana Leak is not a counter to Storm. And if Terrorblade gets really farmed, I guess you have Timbersaw for that kind of clear. Nice Timbersaw set. And now they're going to be leading the charge.
The battle begins.
Nicely done. Alright, so bounty apiece. Axe choosing. I think he's going to emphasize staying in the lane more because of the south and the tangos. Oracle. Yeah, he's the one who pulled the tangos. Kaka, the Kunkka. Kaka's really talented player. Very excited for this. Alright, so Trian, let's see what he can do. He started at the Windlace and 3 sentries actually. I mean 3 clarities. He's gonna come here and just like start zoning on SCCC, or is he gonna start playing with Kaka? But otherwise, yeah, like I said, you know, Blink shouldn't be dying to SCCC here. In a sense, going with level 1 point to the Nature's Guys, he's gonna start walking around to the enemy jungle. Maybe even think about getting like some good wards down. They're pinging him out, so he does get a ward down. He does see Kaka. This lane, Shadow has to be careful as he's so far in a solo lane matchup against KP, but he's been brought down very hard. And yeah, looks like he took a bit of damage from the Illuminate. Ice Ice? Okay, yeah, so it's not completely alone. Shadow has a bit of help. But still KP. You don't want to hit him too hard. Those spins. Counter Helix. And I think they did nerf the amount of damage from pure. It's pure damage, so they did nerf it quite significantly. In a sense, what they do? They put the sentry down? No, they don't. They're gonna try and step the courier. Yep, they do ping him out. So good game times coming out from Kaka and SCCC. No bounty, no Ricky, no problem with this user Trian. Triple U9 having an absolutely free lane. Faith Bien has taken to the jungle to start jungling with an Iron Talon. And so far, the last hits wise, it's still kind of even there. Well, Storm with a tiny bit of an advantage in the 9-1 compared to the Timbersaw 7-1. Terrorblade's all the way at 12-5, and you look at your lifesteal is 8-4. So Trian now gonna come in and harass U9 a bit, get a bit of EXP. I don't think you want to trade hits like that, U9. Innocence deals a ton of damage. So I like the intent of what he's trying to do, like getting all these clarities, getting all this great intel. He's gonna be walking around. And because you're constantly going to be worrying about where he is, it's like playing, to a certain extent, it's almost like playing against a Broodmother. So this train will have a lot to do. And you're looking at the Axe, KP is already taken to the jungle. He does this quite a bit. It's pretty much like the jungling meta for offlaners. So KP making his way towards Tranquils. Still nothing for now, 2 minutes and a half in. Both these teams, they understand what can be done as the Train Protector is trying to get towards that level 2. Faith Bien's already level 3, doing okay in terms of levels. Your Train and Kaka actually are both still stuck at level 1. And this ward's gonna scout them out, like what's happening. So Oracle's gonna help KP get his, get his levels, get his farm, whatever. His whatnot, a bit quicker. Nice stack as well. Not sure whether KP's confident of taking this out. Could even be forced to go back. And Train's just there to leech whatever EXP he can. If anything, if he gets level 2, he could actually go for a kill here. I think he's gonna go here, leech it into KP, illuminates up here, and there we go. First blood going the way to Ice. Ice, well played. And I think he might even have smoke for that as well. So that's gonna impair the Axe's farm. And now Coddle's gonna show himself in the middle lane. He's like, hi, bugger off. And I just remembered like the direct translation for storm spirit in Chinese to English is blue cat. It's not so much like blue panda, it's just blue cat. Right, so Shadow gonna make his way towards its armlet. And Ice Ice just being a huge, Innocence being a huge pain in the ass. This Train Protector, like I said, you know, very high base damage, 98. And even your Muscular Man, hold on, Kunkka 50. They will find a kill into the Keeper of the Light with S-triple-C. Sorry for missing that. And yeah, like, you know, KP not able to farm that safely because he's unaware of this ward down. Faith with the Invis Rune is going to just walk off the blink. So they should ping out the rotation. Faith is kind of going to the middle lane now. So one thing Wings like to do as well is they're very flexible with the way they rotate the lanes. Kunkka's coming in. Can they go here? They find the pull onto Faith. Do we have an X mark? Maybe Torrent's gonna come out. Spike Carapace. It's gonna stun them both, but very, very quickly Faith. Oh, nice double spike! But the Purifying Flames will kill him. Anyways, Innocence won't be able to find a kill here as Chako's gonna be there with Ice, but they won't be able to do anything much. So they find themselves a very nice kill. Oracle, they commit quite a lot of heroes, a lot of rotations. KP still trying to farm up his Tramco boots. And top lane Blink is just bullying the Terrorblade. Like he's gonna get, yeah, he already has the level 6, so the Chakrams always gonna be there for that spam. Kaka as well gonna try and take care of this easy camp. Get whatever levels he can. I think Ice Ice is there to just leech it up, or if anything he's gonna use the Illuminate. It's such a pity that if they had just a bit more DPS, I'm pretty sure they could have turned that around for a lot of kills. And Faith is just constantly mana burning. This is what he likes to do. He's just gonna keep mana burning SC, so that he won't have mana to even jump. He won't be forced to go back to base. Bottle's gonna be up in 10 seconds. Shadow, no, he went back for the phase boots first. And in this offlane, they're putting a lot of pressure here from Wings Gaming. Oh, they want to go down to Kaka. Timber Chain forward, that's one kill. Very, very quickly from Blink. Nature's Guy is doing a lot of work, and he's going to help him go for a bit quicker further forward. Might think about going onto U9, and looks like they have practiced this. This is very, very crazy, and I think they want to go into U9 again. Of course, Nyx Assassin's on the way, not yet level 6. Blink showing himself. Oh no, Nature's Guide is conspired. Here comes the Chakram. Does he have level 6? Yeah, yes he does. The Sunder's gonna be there. U9 maybe thinking about going for the Sunder, but he won't have to follow up damage. So anyways, yeah, Faith getting dragged back in. Here comes Kaka and leaves the Torrent. Do we have the Torrent off the mark? So that should be it. It's 2 for 2. And KP should have Tranquils on the way, I believe. Oh, it's already there. It's on floor. I didn't see it. Innocence level 5. He's doing okay. This Train pick is strangely annoying. With 3 points in the living armor, Faith, I don't think he's actually dead. Living armor is gonna be there. And it's completely brought off. Nature's Guys, he's gonna die anyways. And here comes KP to the party. Innocence coming in for leech seed. I think they want to try for something here, but no, with so many heroes, Newbee just not allowing Wings to, you know, for any counter response. Ice Ice 203. No point into mana leak. KP may think about going for a wraparound if they can find one more hero here onto Shadow. KP coming in right now. He's gonna go. Shadow needs to run. He's run all the way to the east. Now to get the call. Is there any more follow-up? They have the Fortune's End if they need to, but no, actually no. This living armor is very, very annoying. Yeah, the Purifying Flames and the Fortune's End immediately debuffed. Innocence kind of hanging around. I think that ward, yeah, that ward spotted out the Train Protector and U9. Everyone's just here. Trying to cut the trees, trying to find him, and actually no, I think they found him. They pop the dust as well. They get the call to Innocence. Fortune's End, Purifying Flames, dunk. X gets himself a nice kill. So 4-2 as Newbee putting the pressure and piling up. They don't intend on letting Wings have any breathing space, but now they're looking for a counterplay here up the top lane. S-triple-C, no mana. Faith is just gonna walk in with the Vendetta. He's gonna start chasing him down. Do we have any more follow-up? No, we do not. Alright, so meanwhile, Mr. Blink still no soaring. Could be making his way towards 1. KP as well. Halfway towards that Blink Dagger. I think Faith Bien should be going towards his arcane boots soon, if I'm not mistaken. TV getting his way towards his Dragonlance. Right, so this game is just taking a bit of a standstill for now. 9 minutes in, I mean, we have 6 kills. I would say that's actually pretty active for Chinese Dota already.
Dire's bottom tower.
I've actually seen a game before where it took like 15 minutes for first blood to happen. Alright, so your SCCC, do you want to go for that Orchid? It's pretty good. Especially against the Timbersaw. You could just go for the Bloodstone as well. And of course, you're just waiting for KP to get towards that Blink Dagger. Just trying to put the clarity up. I think they want to go for something here. Innocence has scouted out Faith, so they need to be careful and wary of any other rotations in like the Storm. They put the Sentry. That's on Faith. And they will just back off, bugger off, hope for someone else. They could try thinking about going to Kaka, who they do to try to go on to Blink in the middle lane, but that's not possible with level 3 living armor. Like I said, you know, you just don't kill Blink that easily. Oh, he's gonna get the double damage rune. SCCC will be forced to zip away. But they're on the hunt for him. Yep, they do find him. I think they should be able to get him. Yeah, there we go. We get the stun and the Vendetta hit and the Mana Burn. Chakram there. Oh my god, just chipping him down. Shaving the blue cat. So, down goes the Storm Sprint. And this is where Shadow, still uncontested farm, top of the net worth. Armlet and Phase Boots. U9, Dragonlance should be on the way. And Blink Dagger is going to come online on KP very soon. Their cores, actually the 3 cores are doing pretty decently okay. Like they're behind, but they're still doing okay. So meanwhile, you look at the Nyx Assassin and Innocence. The amount of mischief they intend to do it up. They tried for an Infest combo going into KP, but U9's here. Metamorphosis with the illusion start banging away into Innocence. He will have to run away. Zipping in maybe. No, will not be able to get it. Yes, he does get the very, very last charge into Innocence. Needs to get away, and yes, Oracle, the Purifying Flames, that tiny bit of extra damage will get the kill. So now they can start chipping away, but I think they want to keep on fighting. Oh, that blinding light! Here comes the ship. It's going to land all into 2 heroes. Blink and Izai's catching it just at the very tail end. They were not on the same page for that one. And now they were thinking of going back in for a bit more maybe. No mana leak, and they will not be able to chase as... Yeah, I think Mr. Vicky over here has the Vendetta. Still should be able to go back in for one more. But here they want to kill triple U9. No, they will not be able to get it as Blink was X marked. We're looking at Faith Bien. The stun needs the Mana Burn. One more click. Oh, Fate's Edict not going to be enough. And the Fortune's End did not have level 6. He was really close to level 6. If he had the False Promise, that would have been a huge clutch save. So anyways, yeah, losing 1-for-1 overall from the skirmish just took quite a while. KP, still another 500 more gold to his Blink Dagger. Innocence, getting at level 6 right now. And that's gonna be the really, really big one. Like, you don't want to scoff at Overgrowth with the Illuminate, especially a level 4 Illuminate. No points into Mana Leak still. So Lifestealer top lane, he's going to get himself a tower. His net worth continues to balloon up just a bit by bit. Net worth advantage not really that considerable, but Timbersaw anyways, yep, bottom lane. No, actually no, it's in the middle lane, sorry. He's going to get the kill into the Storm Spirit with Faith Bien. Bottom lane, Innocence is still being a huge bone. Right, a huge boon. Still there. Oh, they found him. The sentry happens to be there. Overgrowth is going to come out. U9. Where he going to knock the Sunder just in the nick of time. Triple U9. He's going to start bashing into Innocence, but the living armor being a huge pain in the butt. And here comes Blink. Lifestealer finding 1 kill. Will he find a second? You need to get U9. No, they will not. Going after KP, who's trying to sell his items. He's trying to get the Blink Dagger now. Yes, he does get it just in the nick of time. He will blink out. Very, very, very clutch. Can they find him? No, they will not. And he gets out. So 2 kills going the way of Wings Gaming as Newbee. Committing a lot for a Treant Protector. I think he sold his Iron Talent for that. No, he sold quite a lot of things for that. So that was his Blink Dagger. Torrent. And they really want this tower. Does Shadow go into Blink? He's going for an Echo Saber. SCCC very, very far down the net worth chart. They want to go here. They get the call into Shadow, looking for the stun. There we go. Here comes the ship. It's going to land to Shadow. Yes, Shadow will go down. Blink trying to get some kills in here on the triple Yuna, who is very low. He doesn't have to track him. He will bring down the Terrorblade. And now Fabian dusted. He will go down as well. Nice dunk. 2-for-1 trade. They want to go for a bit more for Blink. He's going to Timber Chain away. Getting whatever damage he can. He's bringing them very close. He's going to bring Kaka down. Will he find any more? Yes, actually, no. He will finally go down to the Storm Spirit. Looking for a bit of Innocence. The lead sheet's going to be there. Going to bring down Faith. Now can they bring SCC as well? Yes, they will. 4-for-3 trade. It's a bloodbath in this bottom lane. And it's the old heroes which survive. So earn charge. Plenty of earn charges. I think Innocence should be going towards Midas if I'm not mistaken. He had the Gloves of Haste. Alright, so Mr. Innocent's gonna start bonking away into this tower. KP's coming in, however. X Mark is gonna be there. They're gonna call him. Call me, maybe. He's not innocent. Call him whatever you want. He's one dead Treant. Brought down by the Oracle. Burning you down with those purifying flames. And Ice Eyes. Oh, that illuminate. Huge pain. And he's gonna make his way towards that Aghanim Scepter, I would presume. Oh, mech. Do they have a mech on their side? I don't think so. But Timbersaw is gonna get closer towards the Bloodstone very shortly. Faith PN just hanging around the vicinity in that Vendetta form. No sentries there. But they're gonna infest into Faith PN, and that aim should be the top lane on triple U9. If they can get the stun, chain everything perfectly, that's a lot of nuke. Yeah, there's a ward over here, provided them the vision, so they will. They kind of know where he is, but they're going the wrong way. To the left. To the left, to the left. No more Vendetta. Not for 25 seconds. He's waiting inside the trees. Will not be able to find it, and where he gets out. You know, KP with this Blink Dagger, he's looking for blood. They go for a smoke gank. There was no vision there. They get a nice double call from KP. Looking for the ship. It's gonna be huge. Find one. They find two. Nice double dunks for KP, who is now on the double kill streak. He's looking for a bit more. He wants to find Faith BN, and then now they get the dust up. Carapace zipping all the way in. They're gonna find Faith BN. Shadow's gonna try and fight, but no, he will not be able to find anything. This could be a 4th hero, and he's gonna bring Kaka down with him at least. Yes, so now they're gonna keep on going. The Fortune Send, the call from KP. Spin, spin, spin. No spin. Shadow's gonna try and bring KP dangerously low. Shadow's gonna try and armor toggle his way through his purifying flames. He will finally go down to the Axe Battle Hunger. And now with U9 to the party, it's going to be a 4-for-1 trade and a tier 1 tower going the way of Newbee, as it's 13 to 11. Net worth still slightly in favor of Wings, but it doesn't really tell, it doesn't depict an accurate tale of what's happening in this game. Like, both these teams very aggressive in how they want to fight. Alright, so now at 2100 gold, KP can go for a Force Staff, he can decide to go for a Blade Mail. Innocence, gonna get that Midas of his. He's just healing up the tower, slowing down whatever push he can. So far, 2 tier 1s gone on their side. Maximum efficiency, X mark, back, boom. And Faith can only do those tricky maneuvers into the enemy jungle so many times. He's maxed out the Carapace just so that he can stall the momentum of these pushes. Innocence now with that Midas, probably looking to go into a Blink or Axe of his own. The Axe is actually pretty big. Do we have a smoke? Yes, we do. I think we might be seeing a smoke here from Faith and KP and U9. Maybe looking for one more hero. But Storm is pushing on the top lane. That's Triple C. He's gonna get the Bloodstone in no time. Triple U9 making his way towards the Manta style. You look at the Keeper of the Light. He is halfway. He actually has the 3 common components to securing that Aghanim Scepter. Blink still, I think he's going for Hood. Does he go here? No, the smoke is from KP. I think they want to go here onto Blink. This could be really big if they can find Blink. That's a huge kill. You need to pop the dust right now, and there we go. Infest combo. Faith stun only lands into SCCC. Here comes the ship. It's not going to land into anyone. The false prophet is going to come on Faith. Here comes SCCC into the party. Going to go into Ice. Nice overgrowth. Catching the 3. Now the dunk. Getting 1 kill for KP. Faith BN looking for the Vendetta. Won't be able to find Faith. It looks like they will be fine with this. A sentry on the floor, and there we go. Faith BN will be going down, torn up into the air, and plenty of damage coming from Blink, but it's not going to be enough. And actually, no, nice triple stun. Catching the Axe gets a kill. Train gets a kill. Terribly also finds one for himself. But here over in the cliff, Blink out of mana. He's going to try and go for him, but the X marks the spot. He will not be able to find Faith. And Terrorblade actually will just TP back. Kills for everyone. It's a 3-for-1 trade going the way of Newbee, and they're slowly clawing their advantage into this game with a 1200 gold swing. So this gold graph is still very, very tight. No one keen to give up their advantage. Alright, so this game really out of control on what he can do, and triple U9, he's gonna get much closer to it, his Manta style. 1800 gold onto your Terrorblade already.
Illusion.
SCCC, I think this should be just completing his treads, but anyways, yeah, it's gonna be a Solar Crest, it seems, on the Tree and Protector. Living on such an annoying spell. KP, Blade Mail, he didn't go for the Force Staff, so next item to him could be getting rid of the infused rain drop, but I think they want to go on the bottom lane onto Shadow. But Shadow senses the danger, he will just back off. There's an Observer Ward over there, which did scout them, sort of providing a bit of vision, so he knows that the rotations are coming to the bottom lane. He's gonna ditch that. Ice continues to farm the top lane. Timbersaw farming up the enemy jungle. Could be a Blink Dagger of his own, living up to his name. And Faith Bien should be going to an eggs now. Now that he has his Blink.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Alright, so 12 to 16, 21 minutes in, looking at the itemization overall. Shadow has an Echo Saber and Armlet, no Desolator just yet. Gearing for the late game Innocence as he starts to buy more items. And you look on the side of Newbee. Mech gonna be completed in Kaka. SC should be going towards an Orchid pretty soon, which will actually get transitioned into a Bloodthorn. Over the bottom lane, they will find the Axe. There we go, they try to jump in KP it seems. Caught that just in the nick of time as Shadow gets himself one nice kill. And of course with the Living Armor on the urn, he doesn't really have to worry so much. SCCC is zipping all the way in. They want to find a goal on the Faith. X mark. Torrent gonna land and ship. It's gonna land. Is he gonna? No, he's not gonna cross. He's not gonna Carapace for that. But that's gonna be one Bloodstone charge contributing to SCCC as he has 15 Bloodstone charges. This storm is gonna get out of hand very soon as they can march down the middle lane. Maybe get a bit of chip damage into the tier 1. Sneaky warning coming up from Innocence. These wards in front of the tier 2 towers give you good vision and good intel on what your opponents are doing and whether they want to try for a smoke, the rotations coming in. This will even, I think this could even tell you where KP is, like whether he's in the trees or is he all in the back. Innocence going towards his Solar Crest and 1100 more gold. KP could be going, Kaka could be going towards Greaves. Ice, he's gonna get that Aghanim Scepter and another 50 more gold. Should have it actually after this creep wave if he gets one more. Oh, he doesn't get it. No. Not like this. But anyways, Vendetta coming out again. Let's see whether Faith can get anything out this time. Nah, Blink just went back for travels so that he can split the map more efficiently in joining his team. I think they want to go into SCCC here. Do they have enough vision? Yep, the Carapace. And oh, I think they should have killed him, but the False Promise just in the nick of time. And now the Purifying Flames is going to keep him alive. SCCC is going to TP back to base. Bottom lane, I think they want to go here into Innocence. Yep, they do find him. The Sentry happens to be there. And SCCC zipping all the way in. Did he just... Did he just zip all the way back from the base? Like, did he just... Whoop? I think so. It looks like it. But anyway, 16 Bloodstone charges. He's got the Oblivion Staff. And now they will proceed to, take the Aegis. No Overgrowth at their disposal. Wings, this game has become quite difficult for them as Newbee. Controlling momentum of this game. Oh, they tried for a smoke, but here comes Blink. Looking for the call. Can they find Blink? No, HadesDotaTv going all the way. No, he's going to go straight for Ice. He's going to go straight for him. No, there we go. They're going to find nice stun coming up, but the ship is going to come. It's not going to land to anyone. Actually, maybe the X mark, maybe. Not really. Carapace is going to be there. It's going to stun him for a tiny bit. KP, Call, Faith, and yep, dunk him as well. And here comes Blink trying to do whatever damage he can. He's going to get X marked and torrented again. But he probably won't die here. Innocence looking for an overgrowth for 8 seconds. Shadow going to try and do whatever damage he can. But unfortunately, he's going to get called by KP. Mana Leak is going to be there. Living Armor going to keep him alive, but just barely. And Oracle's going to get a kill into the Keeper of the Light as Blink still really can't kill anyone. They just don't have enough damage. Shadow's going to bring Kaka down, it seems. No, but the false promise there. And where they find Faith, I think they should be able to find Faith. Looking for the overgrowth. They have an overgrowth if they want to use it, KP. And it says, there we go, it's going to land right now. Blink needs to spam whatever spells he can to kill KP. He will find it. And it's going to be a 3 for 2 trade. We're going to find HadesDotaTv. No more mana in his part. He will just suicide, so 4 for 2. And Blink. Tons of Bloodstone charges being added into his collection, and he will be very, very happy for that. So 20 to 16. Goldcraft still slightly in favor of Wings. This game is... I don't think this game is going to end anytime soon, because this game is... It's so intense, like in the way these teams are fighting. HadesDotaTv dying there did set him back a few Bloodstone charges. And I think Faith Pian is just... got his eyes set on finding HadesDotaTv. Even if you can send him back to the base, that's a very, very huge win. I think they want to find him. They find a call. There we go. Who would they call? They call Blink. Can they find HadesDotaTv? Yes, they will. Instantly destroys him with all that damage. That's a huge kill. Now 19 Bloodstone charges onto Blink. And that's going to lower down the storms. 8 Bloodstone charges. Sanch and Yasha now up onto Shadow. He's not gone for the Desolator. I would argue that this is quite worrisome for Blink. I mean, sorry, for Newbee. That Blink is getting so farmed. KP now should be going to his own 4-step. Blink's coming in. Plays out a Casual Chakra. Just to scare him off. If they can beat a couple of spells, that'd be pretty big. U9, 2300 gold. Now again, the Vendetta Lifestealer combo. These two teams have been fighting and fighting and fighting. Looks like they will find KP. Looking for the stun. No, completely misses. Looking out for the invest. Come on, Blink. They find one. But KP out in the backline trying to kill Ice. Can they kill Ice? No, here comes the Blinding Light. And now it looks like they won't be able to kill him. Shadow getting X marked. KP, will they kill him off? I think they will. Here comes the Torrent doesn't really land into anything else. But Illusion's gonna bring Ice. HadesDotaTv is gonna try and kill Ice from the high ground. But Blink folds him up to the high ground. No mana completely. HadesDotaTv will get blown apart by the Nyx Assassin. So a 3 for 1 trade. Will they find U9? He still has not used the Sunder. Like, I like how Wings are taking the approach to their fights, because they're just ignoring the Terrorblade. They're like, okay, let's not risk killing him, letting him getting off Sunder. Let's just kill everybody else. So Solar Crest and Train Protector really making all the difference, and the Blinding Light. You can't kill old men that easily. Respect for your elders. Alright, so this should be an Aegis going their way. Shadow will pick up the Aegis, and Wings Gaming find themselves with another foothold into this game. Over 5,000 gold with the net worth advantage going the way of Wings Gaming. Top lane, triple U9, 3,500 gold. Storm Spirit getting closer to it, that Orchid of his, but I mean, who can you really kill? Like, you just tried to kill the so-called the squishiest hero on Wings, and you just struggled to kill him. Blinding Light, Living Armor, and KP, like, they tried to make whatever distraction he can back in that fight, jumping all the way to the back line. Torrent the ship didn't really land, did it? And that was with the Nyx Assassin kind of messing up that potential Ravage. He just blinked and went for a diagonal stun. When there were 4 heroes there, that could have been a beautiful thing. And if Timbersaw ever gets to the level of an Aghanim Scepter, that's where things get extremely dangerous. Blink has been on form so far, 7, 2, and 10. To KP's 9, 5, and 8. So if you're this Terrorblade, you probably just want to keep on farming, get to that super crazy level of farm where your opponents just can't, you know, bring you down. But hold on, they want to kill Mr. Blade. Oh, will they kill him off here? He's going to Timber Chain away. Blinding Light's going to be there. Can they kill S-Triple-C? Actually, no, they will not. And here comes the Mana Leak. They can't even kill him off. S-Triple-C completely no more mana. Here comes Faith Bien. Infest combo. They will blow up the storm again. S-Triple-C is gone. KP now coming with a comeback call on the backline. Will he actually come back? Actually, maybe not. Looks like he may have just fed himself right over here. Here comes the mirror images coming out from triple U9. Axe gets a kill into the Nyx. Here comes the Overgrowth. He has the control. No, Timber Chain completely misses Blink. Bobby gets a kill into the Axe. Can he find U9 here? Sunder's going to come out. But very, very desperate. Shadow's going to keep on going. Bang, bang, bang. Triple U9 will go down. 3 for 2 trade. Looking for Kaka. Also looking for Faith. Age is going to pop right now. And actually, no, I think they should be able to kill off Faith here. And Blink cannot die. 26 Bloodstone charges. And that's going to be his completed Aghanim Scepter right here if he so wishes it. Or he could even be an Octarine Core. The TI6 champs are doing it. 1400 gold with 4 for 3 trade. Very, very evenly. It was a very, very even fight. Alright, so Innocence, Solar Crest, 2k gold. It will be the Aghanim Scepter. So looking at Blink, his damage output is going to be extremely crazy. Looking at Shadow, going towards Insult Kuras, much needed against the Axe, who has been a huge bane, and trying to target the lifestealer the whole time. So now they will try again, and try they will. But it looks like they will not take the risk.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, now they're just pretty much trying to avoid losing a fight there, because they know if they lose one more fight, it's gonna be the objective down. And Shadow's like, okay, I'm coming outside you right now. Let's just take the tier 2. So Newbee backs against the wall right now, and they need to. I guess they need to somehow win a fight, but it's very unsure how they can do that right now. Like, Blink is just crazy, and they don't have strong nukes. They don't have huge bursts of DPS which they can use. Alright, so Train Protector will be going towards that Aghanim Scepter, looking for that map hack. 5-man smoke coming out from the side of Newbee. They want to try and make something happen, and this is the key. If they can catch Wings off guard, that would be really, really huge. Killing off the Train Protector would be an amazing start, actually. But where are they smoked up? They actually may be able to find a Faith Band coming out in fast. No, immediately silenced up. He'll be 4-staffed out. But the X-Mark looking for the Torrent. Not going to land to anybody. 4-staff with KP. Call onto Faith Band. Infest combo. S-Triple-C trying to bring down someone. Faith will be the first one to go down. But here comes the double charge. Spin, baby. Spin and blink it. Oh my god. So much damage. And he's going to bring triple. You know, but the Sunder just in the nick of time. Axe will be forced to buy back. And now S-Triple-C trying to bring someone down, but triple U9 will go down. Here comes KP with the double call. Finding him going into Innocence. Innocence will go down first. Can Shadow go down as well? No, they will not. Timbersaw finding himself the triple kill. Will he find the 4th? Yes, he finds the Ultra. Will he find the Rampage? Actually, maybe not. Actually, just taking that back. This could be the Rampage. He's going to go straight for Faith. Oracle looking for Faith. Needs a bit more. Will be denied by the Keeper of the Light. So it's going to be a 5 for 3 trade. But no, here comes S-Triple-C coming in. Now is his chance to get that Rampage. No, once again KS'd by the Keeper of the Light. So it's going to be a 6 for 4 trade. That's a dieback out from KP. And Blink is just with a casual gem. Yeah, I think he's just protecting the courier. No, protecting the gem. He doesn't want the courier to get there. 32 Bloodstone charges. Shiva's well on the way. Newbee are just getting decimated by this raid boss, which is Blink. And it's not like a Timbersaw can really push that quickly. He needs the Lifestealer to push.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So this is going to be very, very worrisome for Newbee, as they're just wondering to themselves right now, how do we kill this? Do we just ignore him? It feels like one way they have is to just ignore the Timbersaw and try to kill everyone else, but this Timbersaw's damage output is just too disgusting. Double Chakrams, Shivas, and this could be a pipe or even an Octarine core. Like we talked about, or I mentioned how Newbee, that was a Hail Mary smoke. They try and force it to make something happen to even out the game. But now after that fight, it's a 15,000 gold swing in favor of Newbee. I mean, advantage for Newbee. For Wings. What am I saying? I am drunk. And Newbee just really can't do anything. So Newbee, they were hoping to try and find a pick-off. Unfortunately not. It is daytime, so this is where things get very, very tricky. And anyways, daytime's gonna expire in like another 40 seconds. Every 4 minutes. U9 picking up a BKB of his own with a Diffusal Blade. Very, very desperate with all these tiny items. Diffusal Blade's okay, I guess. Like, it's gonna contribute. But oh my god, here comes the Shiva's guy, is gonna go, but he won't be able to find Kaka, who was X-marked. Storm Spirit's gonna try and push out the top lane and wants to build towards his BKB as soon as he can. As Triple C God, can he do it? Can he carry his team with U9 against the boss, which is Blink? Alright, so 30 to 27, 36 minutes in. Items wise, Ghost Scepter into Faith. Yeah, I guess they do need more defensive items. They don't really have Tome of Knowledges, which they can absorb at this point. Oh, actually, they do have two. But it's not going to get him to that level 16. You need that ship. Maybe even the level 16 False Promise. Extra duration, shorter cooldown. Roshan is up. I just realized both these teams have been fighting so much that they haven't really had the time to contest the second Roshan. But the Timbersaw illusion is inside there to scout it in case they want to do it. And looking at your Train Protector, I think he just picked up his cancer item. Yes, that should be it. Aghanim Scepter, he's gonna have Map Hack. Eyes in the forest everywhere. Even massively farming if he so wishes. So this is gonna be like, I'm gonna slowly secure my jungle. And then I'm gonna secure the enemy jungle. As Triple C has had a very sad game. He started out with an amazing start with 14 Bloodstone charges and it's now been reduced to a mediocre 4. And they still don't have a solution for this Timbersaw. Like, unless you decide to embrace a bit of EG, go for that maximum E-Blade Dagon. Alright, so Mr. Innocence.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They're just starving Newbee out by this point. And now they will proceed to take themselves in Aegis. And if they give this to Shadow, that should be them easily pushing the high ground, even if they do lose Shadow once. I don't really see how Newbee kill Blink. There we go. And actually it's Faith Bien who picks it up. I think they realized that if you have more stuns, more carapace, more more impales around, more control, it's okay. And especially since Storm has been trying to lock down Faith Bien. Walking all the way in. Actually no, Storm's gonna try to go burn that Aegis ASAP. You need to fight right now. Faith Bien will go down once. The living armor is gonna be there. He's still not yet dead. Now they get the dunk. Now they need to back off. Caudle. He did call the Timbersaw into the party, but Triple Unite, will they keep on going for this? Blinding Light's gonna be there. I think they need to back up. And now Impale right at the back line, go to cash into Faith. And here comes Shiva's guy. I think he's gonna come in. Yep, Chakram destroys the Oracle. There was an Oracle. I swear there was. Somebody needs to kill Blink. He just cannot be killed. And now meanwhile, they're gonna find KP. No mana whatsoever. Mana leak. OP spell. Stun for 1,000 years. Brought down. Spin. Chakram and cut down by the Timbersaw. Octarine Core. That's right. And forget about the hood. Now SCC is gonna try to go into Shadow. Blinding Light's gonna be there. The ship completely off the mark. Actually, no, chips onto Shadow just at the very end. Trying to kill Ice Eyes. SCC completely out of mana right now. Blink. All that mana. And all those blades, he's gonna go right straight into Yuna, the stun to bring him down. No buyback onto him. This should be game 1 going the way of Wings Gaming. 3 heroes down. SCC, him against the wall. He needs to try and spin, do something. And I think all they can do right now is do the X mark into SCC. And nope, there will be the GG called by Kaka. 40 minutes of intense back and forth. Newbee fighting very, what looked like even trades with Wings Gaming, but the TI6 champs proving too much with Blink's Timbersaw. Alright, so that was game 1 of this best of 2 series. Our final best of 2 of the DPL coverage brought to you by Beyond the Summit. My name is Hades. If you enjoyed the cast, if you have any feedback, do let me know. Tweet me or message me on Facebook. I will reply. I actually do read it. So yeah, do let me know. And you can see right there, Timbersaw 32,000 damage. And I think there's just so much sustain. Because you had not only your eggs, the eggs here from Ice Eyes, you had Living Armor, great control from Faith, and it seemed like Wings Gaming, what they could bring to the table. Like just, there's just so much sustain, and Faith never really had the chance to get those false promises off like he really wanted. He just kept dying at the back line. He was getting jumped. KP was trying to create that space for his team. He had a tiny window where he was very, very active, but unfortunately they could not snowball because Wings were just not letting him snowball or rather, get that momentum which he really wanted. So anyways, yep, that was game 1. We'll be back soon shortly for game 2. See you guys. My name is Hades. We'll be back in like I think 2 minutes.